Tonight, protecting your license plate. An Orlando man says he has been dealing with a nearly 4-year nightmare. His license plate was stolen after a car crash.
Law enforcement officers say it's more common than you think, too. News 6 investigator Lewis Bolden has the warning.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's not the first thing you would think about if you're in a car accident, but after you see this story, you'll see why protecting your plate should be a priority.
Oh, this has been a nightmare.
Terrence Nolan says the nightmare started after his daughter was in a car accident on the 417 in his blue Honda CR-V.
The car ended up being towed and then totaled out. My daughter went to the hospital for the afternoon. She's fine.
The car was towed by Johnson's Wrecker Service and brought to their tow yard.
At the time, I was working overseas as a contractor, so I wasn't stateside. My wife was out of state with my youngest daughter at a dance competition, so no one was available to go get the license plate off the car.
In this report he later filed with the Orange County Sheriff's Office, Nolan said the car was totaled by the insurance company, who sold it to Copart, an auto auction company, with his license plate still attached. Copart then sold the car to a company out of Miami. At some point, the license plate was stolen.
And that's when the nightmare began.
First, Nolan started getting toll violation notices, lots of them. His plate, but the car in the photo is not his Honda CR-V. It appears to be a dark-colored Ford Expedition. Then, red light camera tickets out of Miami. His license ended up being suspended twice while he tried working it out with the courts. As a truck driver, he says it was a financial hit.
Well, it cost me 6 weeks in lost pay, so we're talking about 15 grand. Between lost pay, travel, and legal expenses, I'm out 15 grand I'll never see.
How common is stealing plates?
As a law enforcement officer, you'd be surprised. This is an everyday occurrence.
News 6 traffic safety expert Trooper Stephen Montiero says it is more common than you might think.
How hard is it just to walk up, take someone's tag right off, and then throw it on another car? It doesn't have a blink going off saying I'm stolen.
We met at a tow yard, and the number of cars that had been in crashes and still had the license plate was surprising, to say the least.
Look at around here.
I'm shocked.
There are tags all over the place, and I bet you 100% of people don't even realize it.
Trooper Steve says if you're in a crash, remember the checklist.
Your license, your vehicle registration, your proof of insurance, and I think we need to start saying your license plate.
Yep. Now, if you're in a crash, it is your responsibility to collect your plate, not the towing company and not law enforcement. Also, it should go without saying that stealing a license plate is a crime. Now, if your tag is stolen, the state says you should fill out an affidavit and report it to the DMV along with a police report. I have to tell you, though, Nolan says that was much easier said than done. He had to hire an attorney, but did get it worked out in the end.
All of that seems easier said than done, and it's not the kind of crime that they're really going to go after, and most likely they'll never find this person, unfortunately.
But look at the heartache it caused this guy.
He's a truck driver. That's how he makes his money, and he's already spent $15,000 of it. And the lawyer, I'm sure, was not free.
You guys, listen, when I called the tow yard to get in there, I was telling them what the story was about, and the owner of the tow yard told me that something similar happened to him. Who
He
knew
owns
that
the
stealing
tow
plates
yard.
Wow.
is a thing?
Yeah, you don't think about that after a
Never know.
crash.
Right.
Good story. Lewis
Thanks,
Bolden,
Lewis.
thank you very much.